Hey everyone, and thank you for tuning into this video. Today we're going to talk about the new flow update for August 8. There are a few days now, but I'm actually sick, so that's why I'm a little bit late. But I hope you enjoyed this video anyway. So this is the first update for August. We'll see how many updates we are going to have for August because next month actually it will be the FFDC. So a lot of things we are waiting to happen for FFDC, and let's see. So don't expect like a major things to happen in those updates because, like I said, all the major things will probably be pushed for FFDC, which is in I think in the middle um, of September. You can actually see it over here. So if I go to FFDC, it's on September 17 in New York City. So if you are in New York City or around, feel free to go there and join. You can hit me probably in Discord if you need maybe a discount or something like that. I think I can provide you guys because I'm not going, so I can probably provide you with discount so you can actually support me. You can say that you went there to support me. That would be great. That would be awesome. So before we jump into this today video, I just want to say thank you very much. Like always, thank you very much for all the people who are subscribed to my channel. So if you consider to be a fanatic, you'll be having access to um, 30 or plus videos that are special to my fanatic members. Okay, so the first thing we're going to talk about is more powerful live previews. So what they mean by that is if I switch to my Verflow project, you can actually see right now that if I go to the home page, for example, here I can add a padding. So I can just say, okay, I want to add like 20 padding over here. And that's great, but what if I want to actually add this padding from a variable? So I'm just going to show you if I add the padding from a variable, let's say padding, that will be an integer, and I will just say 20 padding, the same padding that I just added, but this time I want to add it as a variable. And of course, you can actually see it over here. Why this is keep on showing, I have no idea, is that I cannot actually add the padding for the button as constant. And you can actually see the actual padding over here that it seems that it's added, but it's actually not added. I haven't added it. And so I'm sure actually that the padding was dynamic, but for some reason I actually don't see that the padding is dynamic right now. So I cannot actually put variables over here. I was thinking you're able to put variables over here, but it seems that I can't put variables for some reason. I'm pretty sure they added that functionality, but I don't see it. So I cannot actually, to be honest, I cannot actually show you this functionality. I have no idea why. I was thinking that maybe it was not in the bottom, a button, maybe it's in the container, maybe it's in the text, but the same thing happening over and over again. I cannot like control the paddings from variables for some reason. I have no idea why. I'm using version 4.164 and I cannot do it. So let me know in the comments, guys, why I cannot do it. But the idea is that instead of writing this 20, if you actually place the variable over here, oh, okay, so it's over here, of course. Okay, whatever. So just ignore what I said. If you place a padding over here, I think the whole idea is that you will be able to see the actual padding over here. But now because this is an upstate, you're not able to see it. I can just remove it right now. And then if I go over here to upstate, I'm going to delete this padding and I'm going to add it as a constant. So I'm going to say padding, again, the same thing, integer, and then the padding value will be 20. And I'm using constant because the idea is that the padding will be the same. So if you're always using 20 for padding, it will be the same padding. And now for constants, you can just use padding. And yes, indeed, you can actually see the actual padding over here, which is a great improvement to flow and for a UI and UX. And when you're building, you no longer have to go and do test mode or local run because previously it was not this was not changing and you had to actually do it, but right now it is actually working. So that's very good improvement for the flow. Keep on the good work. The second improvement we're going to talk about is you can now rename custom data types and enums. So I remember the times when you actually was not able to rename app states, but now you can, and you can also now do it for data types. So how you can rename the data types? Just click over here and you can rename it. You can rename the data type. You can actually see this error. I made a fun video about it. If you haven't watched it, it's very funny. The custom function we always wanted to what is it called, to compile, of course, is what I wanted to say. The custom function, for some reason, I have no idea why, but it always wanted to. So this is how you rename a data type. And for enums, I can actually create my demo enum, and then I can say, okay, it's not actually, the name was not, it is not demo, it is test, and now it is test actually. So that's actually a great improvement. So it says that I need to enter values for that enum, and also it is complaining about that I need to actually compile the custom functions, which I'm not going to do. And one quick thing I haven't mentioned actually is that the same way you can edit data types and enums, you can now edit also field names as well. Just double click on the field name, and now name 2, I can just delete it and then press anywhere, and it is going to be instantly saved. Great. And now the second thing, so not the second, but the next thing we're going to talk about is that now you have the ability to toggle debug mode off for local run and test mode. I have no idea why you want to do that, to be honest. This is probably the most useful feature out there. I'll always recommend you to be on. I have no idea why you want to do it to toggle it off, but you can now have this opportunity over here and this is in test mode. So in test mode, you can just click over here and disable it by clicking here, which says enable debug panel. And then for local run, you can go over here and click and disable it this way when it says code export, enable debug panel. I also included the debug panel inside my Linux app, and my Linux app actually, fun fact, is working for Mac OS and Windows as well. So, and I can just say that it's better than the Flow one because it will never crash. It can run for days. Honestly, to be honest, guys, I tested it. It's running for days. If you just leave my, for example, I leave my Mac, and it is running for days, so it's not stopping, which is great for me. And the last major update is that you can compare entire branch history in merge. I'm not using branches and merges, to be honest, so let me know, guys, what you think in the comment about this new update. Probably it looks like a huge one to me, but let me know in the comments if you are using it. And also other improvements, the back panel performance enhancements, that's great. Fixed some singing issues, that's sounds phenomenal, and focus on over product health and stability. Okay, that's what that means. We don't know. They're just saying in it, but to be honest, they can actually write that in every single update. And then fixing several issues related to branching. They are heavily investing in branching. Like the last, I think, 5 or 6 months, every single update, we have some update about branching. And I'm still not using it, guys. I don't know about you, but I'm still not. Probably I should start to use it. And then for the new features that we are waiting for and they're working on. It's branching again, branching and version control again. They're working on that. They keep on working on that. Support for more action triggers. So that's actually interesting for me. What they mean by that, because there could be like a lot of action triggers. So for example, on page load, we now have a few only. We have like on page load, we have on phone shake, but they could be like a lot. For example, we can have like on keyboard open, on keyboard close. We can have like a lot of actions. We can like ideally for me, we can probably add our custom action triggers as well. That would be phenomenal, to be honest. But let's see what they're going to build. And then overall user experience. So I think that one and that one is probably almost the same thing. So I would expect to not write that, to be honest, in the updates, because what's the point of doing that? I mean, I expect like this to be by default, but okay, if they want to write it, I mean, it's up to them, just my personal opinion. And then sharing resources across Flow project. Well, that's actually sounds like a huge thing to me. What they mean by sharing resources across Flow project. We actually had templates. I don't know if you know, and I actually, to be honest, I'm not using templates. I used templates like the first year for the Flow, but I'm not using it anymore. And I don't even know that templates exist anymore, to be honest. But the whole idea of the templates is that you are able to just copy the template and then paste it to another project, from one project to another project. But the bad thing with that is that if you have something in your template, like an update, custom code, or whatever, it is, of course, not going to be copied and you have like 1,000 errors. So let's see about sharing resources across the Flow project. Will that mean that if I share resource from one project to another project, will it actually copy everything involved in this resource? So that would be ideal. I hope for that feature, or else it will probably not going to work, guys, to be honest. Because what if I have a custom code there? What I have a page state? What I have an app state? What I have actions that are involved with that resource. Let's see. I mean, this is super complex, to be honest, to deal, but I'm really admire the Flow team. So I know that they can achieve it. And let's see. This is the most exciting thing I'm waiting for from those four that it's coming. And lastly, it's like a tradition now. Let's read the comments and try to answer some of them. So at the WebSocket, please. Actually, I think there is a marketplace about WebSocket. And also, if you haven't watched my videos, I actually made a video about Pusher, how you can use Pusher and also have um, webhooks. So you can watch that video. To be honest, I think it will help you. Add native support for Meta SDK integration. It should not be relevantly hard to do that. I don't expect Flow to actually add to this support, like in Solo. I think like what I can expect is that they'll open the marketplace so people can actually add those things in the marketplace. They're currently not doing that, but we'll see what will happen in the future. This is my prediction for that command. New updates of feature are welcome. Just don't push buggy builds. It costs us a lot. Yeah, let's hope that we're always hoping about that, like every time, isn't it? And I think recently they're actually not doing that. There was the first 2 years they were actually doing it, but I think not anymore. I definitely can say not anymore. What do you think about that, guys? Awesome. This is really great update. Looking forward and keep on rocking. Top, great. So that's it with today's video. Thank you very much for watching. And if you have any comments or any questions, let me know in the comments below or in my Discord channel. And before we go, actually, I was almost forget that for my paid members, which are elite, which are Cloud Bedrock and JSNA, I just want to say a shout out and thank you very much for being an elite members. If you are considered to be an elite member, if you want to be an elite member, you get a shout out to after every single video, and also you get access to up to 3 projects from any projects that I use for my tutorials for my YouTube channel. So I think that's a very good benefit. Yeah, thank you very much, and I see you in the next video. Take care.